Today we are going to talk on the topic step-by-step guide to reviewing your expenses. Most of you create a realistic budget, yet some of us find it difficult to stay within the budget every time. Why is that your own budgeting is not working for you? Do you know where your money is going? Let's understand more on this. You all know how much you are going to earn in advance, but do you really know where your money is going? Expenses. Expenses are bigger than what you think. People normally don't allocate extra cushion for their expenses. Expenses can be worked out to your advantage by understanding more about yourself. Here is a step by step guide we have come up with to help you review your expenses. First, understanding your spending habits. List out your spending habits. Listing your spending habits gives you an idea of how you spend money, where you tend to indulge, and where your spending is under control. Set an expense target. Yes, you heard it right. It's an expense target. This is not to encourage you to achieve the target at any cost, but to practice spending within the limit. It's the upper limit you set for yourself. Categorize your expenses as fixed and variable expenses. You can follow a simple tip while categorizing your fixed and variable expenses. Assume fixed expenses are only your needs and variable expenses as your wants. Maintain a simple log with two classifications: cash expenses log and credit and debit card expenses log. Note down every single cash or credit or debit card expenses you make at the end of the day. Review your bank statement once a week and categorize the expenses as fixed or variable regularly. Track your expenses for a minimum of 3 to 6 months just to understand the pattern of your expenses. Keep doing this regularly and analyze the actual expenses incurred against spending habits listed above. Continue reviewing your spending pattern regularly and see how you can reduce your expenses largely. Why this exercise will help you? By comparing your spending habits initially mentioned against the actual spending you have made in the last 3 to 6 months, you get a better clarity on where your money is going. By having an expense target at the beginning of the month helps you greatly in reducing your variable expenses. This will encourage you to be mindful of your expenses. Maintaining a log and reviewing expenses regularly works towards understanding your spending patterns. Also, it makes you mindful of your needs and wants. Doing this regularly could help you plan your expenses well and reduce your spending too. Reviewing your bank account statement on a regular basis gives you the picture of regular money inflow and outflow. This is very important to know because wealth creation accelerates when your outflows are reduced. This determines whether you are creating something or spending everything. Your savings will improve only if your outflow is reduced. Eventually, your variable expenses should be treated like fixed expenses. Set an upper limit for your variable expenses. Say, if you have set aside Rs 10,000 a month towards entertainment expenses, you should not exceed this at any cost. If you decide to enjoy within your budgetary expenses, you will also prioritize your spending accordingly. Remember, those who attend to small expenses are always rich. Thank you.